Picking out a sofa. Let's talk about it. It looks simple, but there's actually a lot to consider. Remember, this is going to be one of the pricier pieces you will buy for your home. So before you dive in, we thought we should give you some advice. Maybe we should invite Scott McGillivray here to give you advice.
Yeah.
Help us buy a sofa, Scott.
Listen, it's a lot of work. I've seen a lot of sofas in my time.
That's right, you have.
And it's often a piece that people will start with. They'll want, like, the first thing they think of is, where's the sofa going to be? What kind of sofa do I want? And then they build the room around that. And we do the same thing on the shows, right? Yeah,
it makes a lot of sense because it's the big piece. It's a piece that you want to last for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
So it needs to be good quality, but also has to fit all the people. Does your family all pile onto the sofa?
Sometimes. We're actually in the process of re-sofaing in our house, meaning we need a new sofa as well. So it's the timing is appropriate to kind of have the conversation. So I thought I'd walk people through, you know, before you make this big investment, because it can be thousands and thousands of dollars.
It is.
Just this one piece alone.
Totally.
And then usually people will build off of this, like add their accessories and their chairs and their cushions and even maybe their color palette.
Right.
So
based on the sofa. So you say your first tip is size matters.
Size matters.
Size matters.
We're still talking about sofas.
I think so.
Okay, good. So let's get started. When we talk about the size of your sofa, what we want to make sure is obviously that it fits appropriately in the room.
Yeah.
But you also have to think about, can I get it through the door?
Yes.
Do I need to put it in an elevator? I have worked with a lot of homeowners who, like, I'll come to their home, they're like, oh, we want to have a renovation done. And then in their garage, there's this brand new sofa. I'm like, what's this? They're like, we bought the sofa and we can't get it upstairs. And we're so sad because we love it, but we now can't use it. So start, unfortunately, with some of the tactical, you have to take a tactical approach to sofas. And what is the size? And, you know, can you break it down? So, for instance, if it's a sectional, we could probably break this down into one piece here. You got another piece here. And then most doorways, as you would know, are kind of you're looking at a maximum of about 36 inches to get through doorways. And elevators can be even worse. So you want to make sure that, first of all, you might want to use like a sofa sizer. We work with a lot of companies.
What is that?
Well, I mean, if you go on a website for a furniture store, typically you can start sorting the products based on price, color, but I always start with size.
Smart.
Right?
Yeah,
so,
because if you can't get it in, what's the point? Like, why are we shopping?
What are we doing? Don't even look at stuff that's not going to work.
Don't even look at it. There's no point.
You're just hurting yourself.
That's right.
So,
okay, so we figured out the size, and also think about if you're in a condo and apartment, you might have to rent that elevator time to get the sofa up there, because I know buildings have that. You also have to think a bit about style, or what?
Absolutely, like what type of room are we looking at here? So let's talk about
I like
style.
that one.
Yeah, this one's a little more mature, perhaps.
Yeah, she's very elegant.
Right. Some sofas are more just for looks. Like if you have one of those formal living rooms, sometimes it's like that's just like a piece to look at. You can still sit in it.
I feel like that's a piece to look at.
I
don't know if I want to drool on that one.
Well, you got to stop drooling on the sofa. I think that's the first problem. But it's true. Like, is this a piece that is like an actual feature in the room, or is it more for comfort? We'll get into that later. Okay. But you want to look at the different styles, like how high are the armrests? Are there cushions on the back? Do I need any other accessories? Is, you know, a sofa like this you may not want in the middle of a room because you're going to stub your toes on it all the time if it's sticking out. So this might be something that's back up against a wall or off to the side. Does it have matching chairs that go with it? Yeah. So that's something you want to consider for sure. And yes, you can get really fancy with a sofa.
You sure can.
Or you might just want to be keeping it basic. So you have to make those decisions as well.
The stubbing of the toe just told me I don't want that one. The words that come out of your mouth when the toe is stubbed. That's when the kids learn all new words, huh?
You know, there's something funny about stubbing your toe. Even though it hurts, it makes you laugh.
No, it makes everyone else laugh. It's terrible when it's you.
If it's a light stubbing of the toe, it just cracks your toes, which is kind of nice.
Your toes. You're a toe cracker.
I'm a toe cracker. That's a whole other segment.
Let us talk versatility.
Versatility,
yeah,
sure.
Let's talk versatility.
Yeah. Let's talk about, like, what is this sofa being used for? So you mentioned it before. So are you going to be gathering with a whole bunch of people?
That's nice.
You know, this is a type of relaxing extra cushion. What's great is that you can just, and we get criticized about this on the show all the time. Like, how many extra pillows do you really need on the beds and on the sofas?
16.
Yeah. And what's great is it can help you tie a sofa into a space.
Yeah.
So if your accent color is different than your field color, you can tie in a sofa using your accent colors. It's inexpensive to get the pillows, so that might be a great way to tie it in. But again, it's what's great about a sofa like this is a sectional is you can add on or you can delete, you can play with the size. Like this sofa, if you love it, you can get it just in one section, you can get it with the L shape, you can extend it across the back. This is sort of the way I like to do things, comfort.
Me too.
I'm like, I want the whole family to be able to just hang out on the couch. Someone can fall asleep while watching the movie over here.
Yes.
It's just soft, it's comfortable. And again, I'm gonna mention the sides, the armrests.
Yeah.
A lot of people will buy a sofa sort of sight unseen, like they'll buy it online, but without testing it out. And then they get it home, they're like, I didn't realize how hard the armrests are. And it's kind of annoying. It's digging into your side.
It's maybe hitting me in the wrong place. I can't read here.
You should really, once you've narrowed it down to a few options, you should go test a sofa
Go sit on the sofa.
You gotta sit on it.
Yeah.
And lie on it.
You have to lie on it because that sleep is sometimes better than your bed sleep. You know when you're on you're drooling on the sofa watching TV and you're like, I need to get up and go to bed, and your body doesn't want to do it because the sofa sleep is so sweet.
You gotta enjoy a good. I like to, if I'm gonna take a nap, which I don't often do.
Yeah.
I don't like to go to the bed. I like to go to the sofa.
You want to go to the sofa?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna talk about materials here.
Materials.
So what is
really
this? This one looks like what? A microfiber?
This actually is a corduroy, believe it or not. Yeah.
Okay.
Corduroy is comfortable. It can wear a little different than other materials, so you want to look at warranties and guarantees on the sofas. But yeah, the microfiber, like who's sitting on this couch? Do you have kids? Do you have pets?
Yeah.
You're gonna buy a different sofa if you got kids and pets, or if it's a vacation rental property, for instance, than you would in your own home, where you can manage the wear, tear, and care of the sofa itself. But again, I love the idea of having an elongated section at the end so you can kind of kick your feet out, relax. Is it versatile? Can it go to the left? Can it go to the right? And then lastly, of course, is, what other functions do you want out of a sofa? So do you want the recliner vibe, right? Hello, recliner vibe. Do you want the footrest that kicks out? There's also things like USB ports. Does your sofa need to plug in? Do you have a plug that works? Lots of things to consider. It is a big investment. So take your time, go online, use a sofa sizer, narrow it down.
Sofa sizer.
But have fun with it.
You brought all of the prettiest sofas and then you end with a man chair.
Well, excuse me, there you go.
I could see the beer on either side of that.
There's a sofa for everybody, Tracy.
There sure is. My husband wants that one.